Hey Gemini gang, I hope you're doing well, Geminis. All Gemini placements, take what resonates, leave the rest, or take it how it resonates with you in your situation, okay? Personal readings are in the description box, guys. If you want a one-on-one with me, check out the website. Alright. Y'all, also bear with me on emails, y'all. I do get behind on them, okay? Happy birthday, all May 30th Geminis. Turn up. Hit those likes, hit those likes, hit those likes. Geminis, hit that subscribe. Alright, so this is how we're starting off with clairvoyance. Alright, and I've talked about this with a couple of people in one-on-ones. I'm also seeing setting boundaries. That's a 3. And then we have wisdom, which is an 11. Well, it's 29, reduce it down to 11, which reduces it down to a 2. Wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. I love it. And this is such a pretty card. So yeah, this is a wisdom card. I love it. Clairvoyance, which is 35, which reduces down to an 8. Okay. And it says inspiration, interpretation, and trust. This has been coming in a lot, like I said, in a lot of the one-on-ones that I do. So let's see what the book says. This is the book. All right. So the Oracle of Delphi gazes upon her scrying bowl, patiently waiting for the images to take shape. She knows that a message is coming, so she remains peaceful and unafraid. There are 2 steps to her process. However, once she receives the information, which often comes in the form of a riddle, she must interpret its meaning. So I've said to you guys in other readings that usually when you get messages from spirit, it's very rarely a direct message because messages are sent via feminine energy, if that makes sense. And feminine energy isn't direct. So that's why you'll usually get messages in the sign of like numbers, signs. Never anything direct. It's always like some shit you gotta figure out. So even when I'm reading cards, the messages are things I have to figure out. Even though I'm clairaudient, I mean, actually, I have all the abilities, but I'm mostly clairaudient. So even when I'm hearing things that spirit is saying, I still have to decipher what it is. So yeah, spirit usually, just like your dreams, like when you have dreams, it's very rarely a direct message. So sometimes people dream in like symbols, colors, especially babies and children. Okay. So where was I? This process applies to your intuitive experience as well. Whether you realize it or not, you do have the ability to receive important messages from spirit, okay? We just talked about that. You also have the wisdom to make accurate interpretations. This card is telling you it's time to let go of old doubts and open up to your own clairvoyant process. I have told so many of you guys this in one-on-ones. It's crazy. So it's funny that this card is coming out. Like the Oracle with her scrying bowl, you might find it helpful to use specific tools and techniques. That's tarot cards. Tarot cards is a tool to use to get messages across. So anything really, you guys, can be used. Perhaps you will be called to read oracle cards or pursue mediumship. Whatever form your intuitive process may take, let yourself be a trusting receiver. Then take your time interpreting the message. It may seem complex at first, like you're putting the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle together. Trust me, listen guys, that is facts. But if you relax and let go of the need to perform and the need to be right, soon the answers you seek will become clear. Absolutely. There's something you must know about your oracle powers. There is no wrong seeing. Everything exists in energetic potential. As the energy changes, the outcomes you see will change as well. Be open to receiving and patient in your interpretations. Trust yourself, for you are the oracle of your eternal life. The affirmation is, if you need to write this down, more and more I trust in my own intuitive process. I open to spirit's guidance in understanding the messages I receive. Okay, so this touched on a lot that I've said in videos before. Also, you guys, I never quite understand whenever people post videos like this, like you know, tarot readings or whatever, and then there's people in the comments that are like, nope, that's not true, nope, it didn't happen, type of thing. There's never really, when it comes to this, there's never really a wrong message, because there's always going to be someone that resonates with it. So just because it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't mean that it's not correct. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I know a lot of people aren't really, they're not very enlightened, and they kind of operate from their ego space. So it's not always going to resonate, which is why I always say that in the videos. It's not always going to resonate. It doesn't mean that it's wrong, per se. It just means that it doesn't resonate with you, but it resonates with someone. Okay, so whoa, okay, what is that? The Knight of Wands. So needing to take some type of risk, Geminis. This could also be not taking yourself too seriously too. Sag energy. The Queen of Pentacles. The Tower on the bottom. So we're seeing the Tower card again. So Geminis, I feel like with this, there's something that is involving you to go out on a limb that's going to be very beneficial for you. Eight of Cups. That's the Eight of Cups, believe it or not, is a very spiritual card. Geminis, it's about leaving your comfort zone. And the Nine of Cups is on the bottom. So walking towards your happiness. The Eight of Cups, of course, is before the Nine of Cups in the suit. The Eight of Cups is on the pursuit of happiness. The Nine of Cups is finding it. You see how he's walking towards that Nine of Cups? So, yeah, Geminis. You're on a pursuit of finding what makes you happy, finding your purpose, finding your satisfaction, Geminis. For some of you, you have to leave something that's comfortable for you. Yep, Five of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like, Geminis, also with this, try not to focus a lot on the negative, because I feel like whatever this is going to pan out great for you. Some of you, you're doing something that's not like the norm or is usual. And I feel like there's something here that's requiring you to like trust the process and not look at the negative all the time, Geminis, because if you do that, then that's what's going to manifest into your life. A lot of times when I'm doing one-on-ones with people, and I tell them something like positive, a lot of times they don't even believe it. And so they try to interpret what I'm telling them and turn it into something negative. It sounds bizarre, you guys, but I have done one-on-ones with people like that all the time, where I tell them something positive and then they try to turn it into a negative, because some people are just very pessimistic people. But the thing is, you're creating that. You see what I'm saying? So when you try to turn what I'm telling you into a negative, you've created that for yourself. So try not to focus on too much on things that are lost, or focus too much on things that you don't have. Because really, in this picture, the only thing he has to do is turn around and he'll see those cups there standing behind him. But he's focused on stuff that's not working, Gemini, that he doesn't have anymore, and doesn't really have to do that. Ace of Cups. This could be a love situation for some of you. The stars on the bottom. You could be dealing with someone that has some type of clairvoyance as well. Geminis. Nine of Swords. Why are we seeing this again? Some of you are stressed about money. You or somebody in your energy is stressed about money. Stress about your stability. You don't know, you might be going through a rough patch. You don't know how you're going to pay bills. and things like that. But that's where your trust and your belief in yourself comes in, Geminis. The Eight of Swords. I saw the Fool card too, but it didn't flip all the way over. Yeah, Geminis. This is a situation where you're in a situation where you don't see your way out of it. I'm also getting two Geminis. In both of these cards, the eyes are covered up. You see in this picture, the eyes are covered up. And in this picture, her eyes are covered up. She's covering up her eyes. You see that? So I feel like there's something here, Geminis, that is going to require you to not see your physical eyes, because that's clairvoyance, is the ability to see. So Geminis, there's something that you're not seeing, and the only way to see it is to close your physical eyes and go within into your inner eyes. Geminis, that clairvoyance, that's what's going to get you out of whatever situation this is. The Ten of Pentacles, which makes me wonder, Geminis, because we're seeing this twice, it makes me wonder if this is something that has been passed down in your family. Like, do you have like a lineage of people that have this ability, this clairvoyant ability, Geminis? I feel like you're going to have to close your... Ooh, the High Priestess. I'm fucking good. Man, I'm fucking good. I feel like, Geminis, you need to close your two eyes, your physical eyes, and use your third eye. Use your clairvoyance to discover whatever it is, Geminis, that is needing to be discovered right now. If you're having a hard time, you have the answer to get out of it. You already have the answer. Some of you may be seeing 888. The Eight of Pentacles. Y'all, the Nine of Cups. Told you. I told you. And it came out again. The Strength card's on the bottom. Leo energy. Yep. Told you, Geminis. Whatever it is you're on the pursuit of, you will find it. If you're looking for your purpose, you will find it. Although having a reader and a spiritual advisor is very, very beneficial. I have one, okay? But I feel like this is something that's going to require you to go within. Because you might, turn to a reader or turn to a counselor or something like that to see what your purpose is, or the online quizzes and things like that. Guys, I've done all this. But to find your purpose, you're going to have to go within. What makes you happy? Only you know that. You know what I mean? You can't ask like somebody like me that's a reader. What's my purpose? Because you're gonna know that better than me, Geminis. Because there's certain shit only you know. All right, so that's the vibe that I'm getting. Like I said, there's something here that's requiring you to use your third eye. You already have your answers. You're just not utilizing them. And Spirit is communicating with you, and some of you you're not seeing, or you're purposely not seeing because it's not what you want to hear. Okay. That was fast. The Star, the Hangman, yep. Wow. Fucking wow. Gemini's look. Okay, the Hangman is a very spiritual energy too. Also, both of those cards, the Eight of Cups and the Hangman, is Pisces. Some of you may have Pisces in your chart somewhere. Your Moon, your Venus, your North Node, something along the lines of that. Geminis, but I feel like with this energy, there's something that's requiring you to go within. You need to go within to find the answers. But I feel like you might be, asking other people or getting other people's advice. And I feel like this is something that only you can answer. Only you know the answer to. Yep. Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Holy shit. Oh, and the Seven of Swords comes out as well with the Moon card. So I feel like, Geminis, once again, stop avoiding what you're being called to do. because no matter what, it's always going to lead back to what you're supposed to be doing. And again, for some of you, this is a connection, like a connection always coming back around, or whatever the case may be. If you look at this, the Two of Pentacles card, it looks like an infinity symbol here. If it will focus, there we go. See how it looks like he's holding an infinity symbol in his hand on top of both of these eights, which eights of course look like the infinity symbol, Gemini. So like I said, I feel like there's something here that you are destined to do, but you may not feel like you are good enough. It may not even be like a clairvoyance thing. I feel like the clairvoyance is he used here for you to use your own voice to find what you want. So say you're meant to be a singer, you're meant to be a writer, you know, even something on a smaller scale, you're meant to be a teacher, you want to open a nonprofit. Like, I'm just seeing something here that you're being called to do, and you need to do it, because it's always going to run back. It's always going to run back, Geminis. I don't think I'm going to pull any oracle, but I'll use myself as an example, because I've had several different avenues. I've had several businesses that did well, but I was never really like fully fulfilled with them. But it was always something that guided me back to this, or someone to be like, because I was just kind of doing this on the side. Like, this wasn't anything that I took serious or anything like that. Gemini, so people will always be like, you should do YouTube. And I'm like, nah, nope. You know, a couple months go by, you should do YouTube. Totally different. I had a complete stranger ask me if I had a YouTube channel. Like, why would they even ask me that? You know what I mean? So Spirit is always going to remind you of something that you should be doing, Geminis. And I feel like this whatever this is going to always run it back. And like I said, whatever answers you're asking other people, you know, you're asking your reader, or whatever the case may be, you already know the answer to what it is you're asking. Okay, and it's about to become very clear as long as you're listening to it. All right, Geminis, hit those likes, hit those subscribes. Thank you for watching. Peace out.